Welcome to the Amazing Digital Podcast.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Irish Husky, and I'm here with my compatriots. Take it away, guys.
We love you, Irish Husky.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I'm Wesley Hunt, the resident straight man.
And I'm Carrick Anamnit, the resident voice actor and power scaler.
Yeah, didn't you voice one of the characters in this show at some point?
No, that was a common misconception, actually. But you know what they say about assuming? It makes an ass out of you and Ming.
I mean, yes.
Ming.
Yes.
All right, so if you have been on the internet at all over the past month, you're probably very much aware of this cartoon. And since it's been a couple weeks since the last episode aired, we don't have to worry about spoilers anymore.
The embargo is officially lifted.
We honored your request.
I'm super excited to talk about this one. I've been a fan of this show since day one of it releasing October 13th, 2023.
Same. I followed it because I was a big fan of just Glitch in general. I think I started with Meta Runner.
Nice. I believe I started with Murder Drones. Like Murder Drones is what got me hooked on Glitch.
Yeah, this is actually my introduction to Glitch, and I didn't actually start watching it until episode 8 had already aired. So I'm very much new to the party.
Yeah, but I see the cool thing about Amazing Digital Circus is this is the one that made it. The one with the shoestring budget from a rando online actually managed to get this big idea, draw Super Bowl numbers with the YouTube views, and have a theatrical release.
Right.
It's amazing what this show has done for indie animation as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
And Gooseworx, I gotta give the biggest shout out to her. It was apparently what happened was Glitch actually reached out to her as opposed to it being the other way around because they wanted to get show ideas from her, make some more 3D show. Add more of that to their catalog, and apparently Gooseworx came up with, I believe they said something about like coming up with the idea for Gooseworx like in like a day or something, and like writing, like coming up with the whole story in their head, and that's just kind of been like rattling in their mind for several years, and it took until now to finally see the vision all the way through, and that's an amazing thing to me.
Yeah, but it's pretty cool. We take this episode by episode. It's a pretty good pilot for the start. I think that's what really won it over, is because it had a great pilot.
Mm-hmm. And I want to make this clear. I think episode 1, even though it's technically the worst episode of the show, I still think it's a really good episode. It just speaks to how the quality has jumped up since then. But as for what we have, The way it starts off with Kane as the ringmaster and the really well sung theme song, it gives you vibes of it being like some sort of old 90s computer educational video game combined with like a children's show.
I'd Spy, but one part that really I think was a big influence was the Twilight Zone episode 5 Characters in Search of an Exit.
Oh, interesting.
Too much about it, but it's got an army man, a hobo, a ballet dancer, a piper, and a clown. They're trapped in the void, and they're trying to look for a way out and figure out why they're there.
Fascinating.
I'm definitely seeing some inspiration there.
I'm not going to spoil it, because the whole point of Twilight Zone is you don't know the twist until the very end, but it's pretty clever, and they did integrate it pretty well.
Gotcha. Right out of the gate, with the way that it shows the characters off, I think the biggest secret weapon to why this show has been so successful are the character designs. They are iconic at this point. There's just something so perfect about each of them, and as we go on through the show, we see more and more how these character designs very specifically are tailor-made to how like each of the insecurities of the circus members.
Right, yeah, Zooble especially, it's like, what are they? And the answer is Nothing. They're nothing.
You get nothing. you
You lose.
and then and getting to hear Alex Roshan's voice come out of Kane right at the very beginning was a very, very cool thing for a lot of people. I wasn't personally in the communities, but I've like talked to friends who are. He was very big in the Deltarune community, especially like voicing Spamton in a lot of comic dubs, and he basically has like been like working his ass off, like trying to be a voice actor from behind the scenes for a while, and
Right, I think
this
a
is
lot of these voice actors are relative newbies. Michael Horvath is the closest thing we have to a ringer here.
wait,
Yeah.
Michael. Oh, did you mean Michael Kovat?
Oh yeah, Kovat, yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, you're good. Yes. Michael. Like between Has Been Hotel, the pilot at least, Murder Drones, and now with other stuff like Lackadaisy and Catching Up, he's sort of becoming like the new like voice actor face of indie animation in general. With
Yeah.
how many mascot characters he's played.
Yep, and also with the Bubble. Remember, you know who voices Bubble?
Gooseworx herself.
Oh yeah.
Yep. This
It's
is perfect.
and also the moon apparently.
Really?
Yeah,
Which leads to a very beautiful moment later, but that we'll save that for episode 9.
right.
Yeah, so a lot of my friends have been like, it's so damn satisfying seeing Alex and everyone getting their like big breakthrough moment like this. And as for the some of the other voice actors are very experienced in anime dubbing or like video game localization, like Lizzie Freeman and Sean Chiplock in particular. So I feel like seeing them in a Western animation role like this had to have been a pretty cool change of pace for them. I once saw a community post that ADR like anime dub voice actors going from having to stick to a like timed script then going into prelay animation is the equivalent of taking off the weighted gear when it comes to performance, and
Yeah.
it gets pretty crazy.
Yep, but the first episode really does set up stuff. It gives the foreshadowing and it gives you a little bit of detail without giving away too much. Like, oh wait, they introduced a Kaufmo character. Who's he? What's he doing? What does abstraction mean? What's Kane planning?
And I also noticed that compared to later episodes, like at least in the beginning, Kane is like way more hyperactive, like constantly on than usual, and I think that was a deliberate thing to like sort of get Pomni in the mindset of okay, like this is an insane situation. I have no idea what's going on. I am completely out of my element here.
Right.
Not unlike Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, exactly. That's another key one. And also with the way that the show does its foreshadowing and is able to establish payoffs, makes me wonder how much of this was planned in advance.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things where it's like she had a general idea like from the get-go, and it kind of developed more and more as it was happening. We do kind of take for granted that this show has literally only one writer, and for a lore-heavy show like this that got as big as it did, I do not envy that position one bit.
Right. I've been in her shoes a few times, so I know what's going on there and how hard it is to plan your own stuff.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's so many moving parts. I can't imagine. You can only imagine how easy it is to lose track of things.
For sure.
Yeah. Also, this episode introduces the Gloink Queen. Was surprised by Elsie's range.
Yeah, I always
They
appreciate
didn't even
that.
pitch her down. She actually can go that low.
It's funny comparing Gloink Queen to her later role in Iron Lung, where she's
And
also
her
playing
earlier
like
role as Uzi.
yeah. In Iron Lung, she plays a similar like parasitic abomination, but it's like obviously way scarier in that one than this.
I gotta see that. I saw Obsession. I should probably see Iron Lung.
Oh yeah, it's great if you like a claustrophobic environment.
Oh, I've been there. But yes,
Mhm.
they establish but they do what the pilot should do. They establish the setting, the plot, the characters, and the conflict. Boom.
Right.
Yeah, nothing's like it gives you a lot to look forward to, especially when it comes to how the characters are going to interact with each other. Because like I said, that's a big thing that makes this show is seeing the you realize remembering that these are all normal people, like they're not cartoon characters. So especially with characters like Zubul, it's really funny just hearing such normal grounded performances coming out of these like wacky character designs.
Right.
Yeah. That's the funny thing. Their appearances are almost direct contrast to their personalities. That's why Gangle has two masks.
Mm-hmm.
I love how it establishes the running joke of Gangle's mask breaking, and just looking forward to all the ways it's going to break in future episodes.
Yeah, and increasingly more outlandish ways. Poor Gangle. And
Yes.
I'll say easily I think my favorite joke from episode 1 had to be they're two of the most put together and mentally stable characters I could possibly do this. Meanwhile, Kinger's like no clipping, like they're furiously ragdolling for no reason.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I've been in a circle of friends, and I kind of honestly think I'm the Ragatha of the group. I'm trying to say, everyone calm down. We can approach this rationally.
No, yeah. I don't want to spoil who my favorite character is, but I relate to Ragatha to a unsettling degree. Like it pains me whenever I see some of the situations she gets into later. Although, like surprisingly, her getting absolutely demolished by an abstraction in this first episode is the least of her worries. But I did quite like that visual where her eyes turned into a game of Pong.
Yeah, it had a pretty good pilot, but now we go to the hard part, following up the pilot. I know a lot of people who love the Has-Been pilot, but were disappointed by the main series.
Yeah, it's a tricky situation,
Right.
especially in the case of Glitch, where they have a very different mindset compared to other shows when it comes to how a pilot is made. That they
Right,
kind
I
of
don't know what the procedure was with Spindle Horse, but it was totally different in translation.
in fact, it even if there's even one of my favorite videos on the channel is Pomni, wake up, time to go on an adventure. And that gave us like the tiny taste of what was to come.
Right.
It came out about 5 months after the pilot and was
Didn't
the
Kane
perfect
say in that
satiation.
video that it reached their goal of 1 view, so it's been upgraded to the official pilot?
Yeah, to episode 1 of the Amazing Digital. And then Pomni's like, is that usually how that works?
It makes me wonder how they're going to follow up Knights of Guinevere. Gameoverse, I think, is in good hands, though.
Okay.
Yeah. Personally, Gaslight District, I'm looking forward to the most.
I gotta check both those out. I also love how Pomni Wake Up introduces the Sun character.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill you.
Why?
I found out that the moon has more lines than me, and I don't get to say anything.
I guess I can give you more lines.
Okay, I don't want to kill you anymore.
More foreshadowing. But yes, we get to episode 2, Candy Carrier Chaos. This is the one where ABC proved it had staying power.
Oh yeah, I was looking forward to the candy environment ever since it was teased in the interim video in between, because I'm a big fan of Candyland, the board game.
Right, but while the main characters are pretty good in this, it's the NPCs who steal the show.
Right.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm. I think it's got one of my favorite. It's got one of my favorite bubble jokes. An entire kingdom of candy sounds sticky.
Yeah, that's right, Bubble.
Sounds.
Bubble, you can't say that.
And also gives us the interesting idea of what if an artificial creation, an NPC, knows he's an NPC.
That was such a like chilling conversation that he and Pomni had. Very big shout out to the voice actor there. The voice cracks were very well implemented into the emotion. And it was great seeing the therapeutic like caring side of Pomni like finally come out after all the after her being a nervous wreck in episode 1. Like this is where her true colors like actually started to show, and
Yeah.
would later set up how she would kind of become the like sort of heart of the group later on.
Right. What I like about this is it's not just the Pomni show or the Jax show, it's an ensemble piece, and they
Mhm.
get
Right.
people to, and they get different stuff. Like one character won't dominate an episode or do their problems. They find ways to incorporate them all at once. And then you get to the finale where it's learned where they have this sort of thing, but I'm getting ahead of myself. But basically, ABC is what does a character study pretty well, focusing more on the characters and their reactions than on the greater scale and scope of the world.
Hmm. What I was looking forward to showing this episode. Okay, so my roommate, he hadn't seen anything for Digital Circus, but I showed him everything, all the first 7 episodes, about 2 weeks before the movie came out. And so we got to this one. This is one I was looking forward to showing him the most because one of his favorite movies of all time is Mad Max Fury Road. And the whole like 3-minute sequence in the middle of the rig fight is such a love letter to that series. The fact that they even got Australians to play the Gummy characters is like further proof of the inspiration there.
Right.
Really.
I
And
think
then-
my
A
favorite.
lot of fun visual
I think my
gags.
favorite part of that sequence is when Pomni's being stretched between the 2 rigs and Kinger tries to throw her a life raft.
I love that.
Pomni, catch this!
I love Jax's. There's also like the subtle visual gags of when they're going through the rickety part of the road and everybody's shaking in the car, but Jax's head is like completely motionless the entire time.
Yeah.
And that really great line where it's like, "Hey, Kinger, is that rope attached to anything? Let me see." He checks for like 5 seconds before it completely derails.
Right. Can you speak up? I can't hear you over the knives.
This Kinger is a fan favorite for such a good reason. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Minor tangent. I love any moment where Pomni gets sharp teeth.
Yeah. I know that the people are probably gonna make the Vivzy Pop jokes there, but oh my god, yeah, it adds a lot to the gremlin side of her character model. That she's got a little bit of feistiness in her, despite all despite the fact that she is supposed to be sort of the straight man of the group.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, but what's funny also is when Gummy Goo got deleted, I thought, okay, if he's voicing humans with NPCs, are you making mistakes? Is any one of you an NPC?
Mm. But I gotta give a shout out to my favorite NPC in this one. That one mannequin that said, "Look, it's the princess," because it's voiced by one of my favorite YouTubers, Lyle Rath, and he was also the Fudge in this episode as well.
Really?
Yeah, he played the Fudge and also that one NPC that broke Angle's mask.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was
Doesn't one of the
pretty funny.
NPCs get crushed by the rig?
Yeah,
Yes.
I love Potty's like, what exactly is the time period of this world?
it's whatever you make of it. It's whatever.
Yeah. I can definitely see how people would get sick of Jax's after this episode. Because
Yeah.
I feel like this episode, more than any other, shows his like truly malicious side, especially towards Gangle.
Oh, he's a straight up terrorist in this episode. There's no getting around it.
I mean,
Yeah.
he just lets the fudge monster attack the kingdom and then just leaves them.
Because I guess I didn't leave the gate unlocked for no reason after all.
Yeah. Like in his mind, none of this is real, so none of this matters. Might as well
Yeah,
just
yeah.
be
Kind of reminds me of
Yeah.
Infinity Train.
right. Not the last time he shows off his terroristic tendencies, but we'll get to that soon.
Oh,
yeah, we'll get to that. Yep, episode 3, The Mystery of Milton Hall Manor. This one's kind of.
Oh,
this one's
actually,
kind of
I do
character-
want to talk about one brief thing about episode 2 before we do.
Sure.
This one has the scene that gets me to tear up every single time. It's amazing how they have a character that we never got to actually meet, but Kaufmo's funeral gets me in the heart every single time I watch it, and I think
Yeah,
it's
Yeah.
probably because like the hearing Ragatha's voice cracked, then also the beautiful music come in and the imagery of all the hands coming to like pull the Pomni out of the darkness. Oh my god! Like I cannot overstate how brilliant the soundtrack of this show is. I need like a vinyl or something for the whole
And
thing.
it's all built around that same leitmotif.
Yeah,
It's
like I
amazing.
love
It's
the
amazing how much
variations of
range
it.
they can get out of that.
It's iconic at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, I'm ready to move on to episode 3 now.
yeah.
All right.
Episode 3, yeah, the Mystery of Mildenhall Manor. This is another character study episode,
Mm-hmm.
and it reveals a lot of the world and the ideas of the characters rather than the storyline.
Yeah, I'm not.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie. This one's probably my least favorite episode by default. It's just the one that I revisit the least, and when I do go back to it, it's usually just for one or two scenes.
Right. It's basically the Halloween episode. It's horror themed. It aired in October. They knew what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. They even got Joshua Tomar to voice the trailer for this one. Another Newgrounds veteran. And yeah, I always love a good like haunted house setting. So this one had a great hook for me from the get-go. But
Yep, but it's curious. This episode focused also on Kinger and Zubul, who I feel like are the two most underutilized characters to this point.
I'd say so. Yeah, 'Cause
especially Zubul, since
literally
they
was
deliberately
not in the last adventure, and her,
Right.
their only real contribution was setting up Kaufmo's funeral.
So
Right.
it was cool to learn a bit about them, and also kind of the relationship they have with Kane as well. And I once saw Alex Rochon talk about one line that stuck with him the most, where it's like, I'm trying to understand your problem, Zubul, but you and my brain just aren't telling me. Like, even though Kane is not a human, that is a very human feeling of like, I want to help. You need to tell me how to help you. I don't know, like, what am I doing wrong? And
Not the last time that theme's gonna play itself, but
yeah, it sets up something pretty dangerous later.
Now, this is also the first episode that indicates Kinger knows a little more than he's letting on. You get
I quite like that opening scene with Pomni holding her breath. I like a good Chekhov's gun as much as anyone.
Oh yeah. By the way, we never actually see what Jax does when he holds his breath, but luckily Gooseworx answered that for us on the Tumblr Q&A, and she literally said he inflates. Moving on.
Oh God.
well, it's natural.
So you know what? Fair enough. We can't argue with that. She's literally the creator.
Yeah, so they're just going on adventures to keep from getting bored, because I would imagine it would be very boring at the main frame.
Oh yeah. With this adventure, it was interesting that it was literally a choice of the easy path or the scary path. Also, that little ghost at the beginning was voiced by Luke himself, Mr. SMG4. So I thought that was very fun.
One of the founders. That's nice.
Yeah. And it was like genuinely caught me off guard, like how chill I gotta see what did they call that they had like it's rated wow for all ages. That ghost lady was genuinely like such a chill person to hang out with.
Right. Yeah. Also, that's kind of why Amazing Digital Circus worked. It's PG-13 rather than R, so parents would object less to this than Hell of a Boss.
Yeah, rated Hell of a Boss, rated for mature Zubuls only.
Yeah, if parents show their kids Vivzy Pop, I consider that child abuse.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, ADC, I'm a little bit more lenient. I remember watching stuff like in the same vein as ADC. I saw Tremors when I was 5, so.
Well, that's epic.
Yeah. I think I saw Poltergeist when I was 8.
Right.
Whoa.
Right. So yeah.
I saw some
at my
scenes
screening
from
of
Friday
the
the
finale,
13th.
there were like 4 or 5 people under 13. So I was like, okay, sure, whatever. This is your thing.
Right.
Glad the parents are taking you to like the episodes with the least amount of comedy and most like character drama in them.
Right.
Right.
And the
we'll
least
get to
amount of
that.
context, too. But that's what
Right.
the recap is for.
Right.
As
Yeah,
for
we get to
a Mildenhall Manor, this is really the episode where we start to see more of Kane's dark side.
yeah.
Yes.
Like, I do not use my adventures to torture my guests. Any torment I inflict is 100% accidental, like any good war criminal.
Yes.
What a line.
Whose therapy session is this again?
I'm starting to think that maybe the Wild West wasn't even a real direction.
Yeah, so
but-
I love what this episode did for Kinger in particular.
Yeah, that scene where they're literally in hell is, ironically, probably the most chill scene of the episode.
No kidding. And like he's seeing him like genuinely lock in for like with the shotgun and like getting both shots off with direct hits, but it only didn't work out because the tape just happened to leave out the part about it being an angel, and the Kinger's like, wait a minute, if he's dead, how did he record that? which I think is a fun joke to throw in, that Kane's world building isn't exactly perfect.
Right.
I
think-
also love the one joke of please don't come alive. Okay, I
Okay, I
won't.
won't.
So we get ready to go to episode 4.
Oh yes, the
Sure.
the fast food
Fast
episode.
food masquerade.
I did work in food service as my first jobs when I was in college, and yeah, it was this soul crushing and demeaning.
I've never had to
I-
work in customer service myself, but
Lucky.
I am friends with people who have, and they tell very similar stories about this. This episode came from a very real place.
Yes, lucky. I had to work this job. I had to work the closing, and yes, I totally felt all of these emotions at once. It was nice we got to see the NPCs again, though.
Oh yeah.
The return of Gummy Goo,
And
who doesn't even recognize Pomni, or does he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very sad and very awkward too.
Yeah, because the only other time we had seen him after episode 2 was the very special Digital Circus song.
Oh yeah, crikey! What? Crock, glitching
And
out.
that's not canon anyway, so
I love. We got to dedicate a section to the ads before we get to the finale.
oh yeah, the ads. That's really cool how they do that, because they're the type of things you don't have to skip.
Right, but that'll come later.
Yes, but the whole idea here is again the notion of a character study where you're learning about these characters
Right, and
and how they interact with each other.
This time it's all about Gangle, who's been pretty underutilized at this point.
Yeah.
Like her only role in episode 3 was getting her comedy mask thrown in the room.
Right. Fun fact: that Marissa Lenti actually voiced the Ghost Lady as well as Gangle. So
Oh,
that,
neat.
I bet that was kind of their way of being like, okay, Marissa, you haven't had a lot of lines in a while, so we'll give you this character as well.
Yeah.
Yep. But they're doing that. They're working in the fast food business. Yeah, a lot of people have said instead of voluntary conscription to the military, we should have voluntary service jobs so you can learn just how it's like. And you'll get all these people get fed up with their time. People who
You'll either empathize with career service workers, or you'll hate the general population even more.
Right.
yeah.
It's I think it's a good way to teach empathy and respect as well. And
Yeah,
we'll
working customer service for a year really taught me about the working world and how things work.
Yeah, like it has no shortage of difficult customers, like the one NPC who gets to the counter just eating a bowl of cereal.
I'm good. I'm just eating this bowl of cereal. Or also the one is like, excuse me, little jester, I want the stupid sauce. They left out the sauce last time I ordered the stupid burger.
Yeah.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm addicted.
Yeah. And of course, Ragatha becomes a stoner.
Yeah, poor Ragatha, she definitely got shafted in this one to being a high joke the entire time. But also it had secretly a very heartbreaking moment when you have later context of the show when she's like, you name all your kids? Of course I do. What kind of mother do you think I am? I love all of my gloinks. And she's like, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this means a lot more when you have context later in the show.
That's how it plants all the foreshadowing and how the seeds work.
Yeah, and this is also the first. Other than Jax getting tied up for a little bit at the end of episode 3, which was just kind of played more as a one-off gag, this was sort of Jax's first time getting humbled a little bit and being forced to like treat people in like a semi-normal way because like he couldn't get away with being a menace anymore thanks to the threat of Cain.
It looks like I've taken Ragatha and thrown her in the deep fryer.
Just leave her there for the entire time. And then straight up, I was not expecting the Halloween 3 reference with forcing Jax to watch the customer the how-to video later.
I thought that was a Clockwork Orange reference.
I think it's a bit of both because they were that dun, 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 that reminded me of like the theme song of like when the pumpkins are flashing on the TV screen.
Yeah, I just love that part when he's in the training room. He's like, first things first, are you smiling?
No.
Why not?
They think why did Gangle get aura of all characters?
Right. And that scene also plays into a little bit of her backstory, which we learn about more in the next episode.
Like, which doesn't have a title.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But
It's officially untitled.
Yeah,
that's right.
We're still going on with episode 4 because I feel like there's a little bit more to cover.
Oh yeah, that final scene with Gangle throwing the mask off and like all the beautiful lights and the synthwave music, that was such a chilling and beautiful sequence, and having it get followed up by like the out of nowhere like truck crash and they snapping right back to Kane's office. What a way to represent suicidal tendencies like that.
Right.
It was genuinely such a shocking moment, and it was crazy to see them pull that off.
Yeah, and it's more evident after this episode that her comedy mask is just a front to hide her true feelings, because she is visibly happier when she gets rid of the plastic mask and just lets her tragedy mask take over. Because it's like, it's not happy, but it's her. And she can revel in that. Because you notice, like, any moment where the mask would have broken, it just wants to, but doesn't. And she starts to lose her mind a little bit more.
Yeah, bottling up those emotions.
Right. By the way her mask breaks in this episode, Jax hits a softball at her face.
I love how I was like, okay, that was genuinely a mistake. I didn't mean to do that. I actually kind of believed him.
And it also plants the seeds for App's tragedy.
I love that. You think that Pomni's gonna like be sort of there as therapy once again, like she was in the previous ones, but they kind of subvert that a little bit by having Zubul be the character to lend their hand out for Gangle, and it adds some. It lets the other characters have a bit more agency, so that's not just one of those shows where character development's only allowed to happen whenever a certain character is on screen.
Speaking of Zubul, I particularly love the gag where her hand is literally a spatula, but she still has to use a real spatula because it burns.
Yeah, but it was still their hand
cut off.
Yeah.
Oh, I was able to hear Nick. I can hear Nick. Oh, is West not able to hear us?
Oh, looks like he's having connection issues.
Uh-oh. We'll be right back, folks.
Yeah. Intermission time.
Wes, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Oh, perfect.
I wasn't hearing you, so I thought it was on my end.
I think
Wes,
it was.
Wes, I wish you had had that connection issue a little bit later because then we could have done the intermission time for episode 5.
Right, but we ready to transition to episode 5?
One last thing about
uh,
episode 4. I love how all of the Spudsies workers got rated a B+, and Kinger got an A+ just by bull riding.
I hope somebody makes I don't think anybody's made a fan comic yet of Kinger's adventure during this episode. I'd love somebody to do that.
I love the running gag of Kane just getting fed up with Zubul.
Yes.
Yeah,
Zubul,
with-
you mismatched cash piano. I'll tear you to pieces. We should also point out the reference to a legendary inside joke that had been building up to this point of Pomni having the unicorn horn and her famous iconic catchphrase, "Well, it's possible." Is a little a side comic that Gooseworx made just for fun, and I was surprised that they actually referenced that. That was a good one for the super fans. A little nod to them.
Well, it's possible. Did somebody
What are you all
say
sitting around?
adventure?
Yes.
No.
When we go to episode 5, we don't know which adventure to do, so we're gonna do all of them.
Full disclosure, this is my favorite episode.
Oh, that's
It's the
valid.
baseball episode, right?
Softball, not baseball. Kinger makes that very clear.
Oh yeah, right.
we're not playing
Small,
baseball, you
have to
know.
wait for the ball to clear.
Okay.
That bit of Kane crashing out for a sec at the beginning has become one of my vocal stems now.
So yeah, this episode is a continuation of the a suggestion box idea that was introduced in episode 4, and how it's just kind of been sitting there, and Kane has like kind of been ignoring it, and so he's like, okay, here's the compromise. We're going to go through literally every single one in a lightning round and see which ones you guys like the most, and if you don't like something, you can vote to skip it.
Scale, and yet I think this is the only episode where he's not animated with one.
Oh, well, actually, I've looked back on the other episodes, and Jax doesn't have a tail in those. And the reason that joke is made is because there was a fan that said to Gooseworx, hey, that did fan art of Jax, and they're like, hey, I added a tail to Jax because I thought it would be a nice touch. And then Gooseworx replied, fuck, why didn't I think of that? And so
He does have a tail in the next episode, so yes.
So that's why Jax gets a tail added, and that joke is like sort of there as a funny way to acknowledge it in a meta way. It doesn't have any like impact on the story beyond just being a nod to the fans, which I appreciate.
Yeah, we get the stargazing where Jax and Pomni almost become friends.
Yeah, they come very close to it, and we get a little.
It's the first hint
hint.
that Jax had a bit of a dark past.
And we've only known about Kaufmo abstracting, but we never. I don't think up to that point we had considered the idea that other characters had been there, at least not to the extent of like naming them and getting a little hint at that. Even the intermission time, like we got a little bit of hint towards that at the very end when Jax was running through the hallway and we saw the picture of Ribbit on one of the doors. Crossed out.
Yeah, like before you can assign any meaning to that, Zubul just cuts him off.
Right.
Then you get to the war episode where you get the first hint of what they were like before the circus. They can remember a few things, they just forgot their names.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes sense later, but you'll see.
Yeah.
Poor Ragatha hasn't seen Breaking Bad. She's missing out on peak cinema.
Yeah, that was a pretty explicit.
I could watch hours of them just sitting at the bar and talking about their lives.
Honestly, like I wouldn't mind if they just like started doing like a podcast audio drama thing, so that way the budget doesn't need to be as massive, and I could just hear these characters talk to each other about their lives for hours on end. And also, I got to give a shout out to the first two adventures. Not only are they hilarious, like making Jax vegan for the rest of the adventure, and also I think every single joke in the President Pomni section is pure gold. Like there's not a single miss in there.
They nailed all the cliches, and they great.
Why doesn't the president have a bomb squad? Shut up! You're literally not on my side. Aren't you supposed to be in jail or something?
I'd personally pick the blue wire, since blue is my favorite color, being closest to black and everything.
Yeah. Wouldn't black be your favorite color then?
Well, no, there's no black wire.
I also gotta say, I love when cartoons do art shifts. It always looks great.
Yes. The anime sequence was glorious.
That's my aesthetic.
I've been watching a lot of slice of life anime lately. They got the look and vibe down beautifully.
Yeah.
We're today, class, we're gonna learn the foreign language of English.
Kinger's just a gold mine in all of these.
Right, Assassination Classroom made something similar where where they talked about learning English in the class.
Yeah.
Why, Gangle must be one of them losers, right?
You threw me out of a moving truck.
Love that callback.
Yeah, and then the final segment is, of course, the softball segment where we get all the fun and we go all out.
Yep. The Big Tops against the evil Big Tops.
What's up? I'm Evil Pony.
And then you have Evil Jax, who's actually good.
Yeah, they literally told Michael to do a Deku impression there.
Evil orbs man reporting for duty.
Why didn't I get an evil clone?
Oh, someone actually remade that scene with Evil Gangle, and it's really good.
That's one of my favorite YouTubers, Super Weebros 08. He is one of the biggest Gangle fanboys you'll ever meet, and he's even made entire compilations of Gangle being cute, and has like self-shipped his OC with Gangle even.
He's a little far.
He's the guy who's most known for doing the Internet Reacts to compilations, like particularly all the Smash reveals back in the day. My favorite one being the Banjo-Kazooie breaking the internet, as well as Sans.
Nice. This section also has my favorite joke in the entire series, with Disappearing Guy singing the national anthem.
Yes. Oh, Jobby, you beautiful legend.
As they establish him in the bar scene, so you know what the joke's gonna be, and it still hits perfectly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it's the added echo that makes it even funnier to me, because it reminds me of so many memes like that, like that one soundbite that goes like ah, and just like that. I think that encapsulates Gen Z humor in a nutshell. And if any other older generation saw it, they'd be like, why are you laughing at this? Like, I don't get it. And you have to just be like, look, our brains are broken. That's why it makes us laugh.
Yeah. The joke is there is no joke. That's what I always think about.
It's the beautiful absurdity of it. We've been trained on this ever since YouTube poops.
Yeah. There's a whole series of videos of the softball scene, but it's just one specific evil character, and the coach dictator is only like 5 seconds because he only has 2 lines.
And then they rig the game so Ragatha wins by doing absolutely nothing.
I love evil Ragatha.
Yeah, she's basically like a Sailor Moon anime villain, like yeah. I you could tell that the voice actors had fun just like completely going against their typecast. I can only imagine Ashley Nichols in the voice booth like, bazooble, yabba-dooba dabba-dooble.
Yeah. Let's see what you're made of.
Just shut up.
Don't worry, I think you look good.
I don't want to hear that. I want you dead.
Oh man, as far as foreshadowing goes, I don't think anything's
no
gonna top
kidding.
this.
No kidding, man.
Oh jeez.
After this comes my favorite episode 6. They all get
Episode 6. This is probably my second or third favorite episode, I would say.
This is mine because of just how they go about it, how they do studies, and how it shows that cartoon physics in this world work if you believe in them.
Right. Mm-hmm. Oh, I think we kind of skipped over Ragatha's character study in episode 5. I feel like that's the episode where like her mask kind of starts to fade. We get a more understanding of what her issue is.
I think we could combine that with a discussion of the fish tank scene, because they kind of play
yeah,
off
I
of
think-
each other
I think you're right.
He
directly.
gets eliminated first, and does that. It's also another episode that cues in that Kane knows more that he's laying on with the butterfly.
Hmm.
I mean, no, Kingers knows more than
Yes,
he's
yes,
like.
yes. Oh, I made it up, and you're like, huh?
Huh.
How did you
What?
know that?
Yeah.
And yeah, so right at the gate, I'm gonna say this episode has my favorite jokes of the show, like particularly everything in the first 7 minutes. Like the dialogue and pacing is so perfect. It also has my favorite NPC cameo. We talked about him earlier, Ming. He's voiced by Chris O'Neill, another Newgrounds veteran. And
Nice.
it's by far the most normal he's ever sounded. You guys will likely remember him as the Yeti from the season 2 finale of Smiling Friends.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I do.
And he is so good at just like sounding normal in the most silly way possible. And even Zubal's like, you made a whole guy for that? And then he just walks away like completely unbothered by anything happening.
Right. Also good callback to Daisy Bell, the first song played by an AI.
Oh yeah. I actually didn't know that before, because
Like,
I haven't seen 2001 Space
IBM used to
Odyssey.
test their voice.
Nice.
Yeah, it makes sense thinking about it now.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, like the first 6 or 7 minutes of this episode are just absolute gold.
Everything Cade says about like fine, or here, have guns, I don't care. Wait, that's it? Just here's guns, have fun? I didn't say have fun.
Yeah, and Ragatha blocking the shot. That's how I said cartoon physics in this world works if you believe in it.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Doesn't it seem kind of aimless? Use the sights.
yes. And I just love seeing Gangle go ham with the Tommy gun.
Yes, like that gave me a ton of Home Alone vibes for obvious reasons, and it was great seeing her finally get like a little bit of Schadenfreude on Jax after all the torment she's been through this whole time,
Right.
and just like the hope in her voice when she's like, it's time, and just followed up by like going absolutely ham, and Zubal's like very tiny like fists like, yes, go. So proud of her, so proud of their friend.
Yeah. It's also got my favorite mask break because she's smiling with the comedy mask and absolutely beaming with the tragedy mask.
Aw, it's like she went out like a champ. That's how I read that scene.
Absolutely.
And unironically, then we get to the Daisy Bell scene, and Michael and Lizzie, they got genuine harmony together. I kind of wish we could hear more of duets from them.
Right.
Yeah.
And
No.
the orchestral rendition of Daisy Bell right after.
Yeah,
it's
when
so
Zubal's just
badass.
slaughtering them.
Dun, 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 dun. But before we get to probably the most infamous scene of this episode, now I think now's a good time to touch on Ragatha's character a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, the fish tank scene. Oh, the fish
so
tank
good.
scene.
Just a
Very
pathetic little banner reading Loser's Corner.
Yeah.
So before this, we got to see a bit more of Ragatha's people-pleasing side come out, and like even the other character time acknowledged this. Like not just Jax, like even Gangle has a moment of sometimes I love her, but sometimes it's hard to know when she's being genuine. Because and like Jax makes a genuinely good point. Like when you hear that you're loved every single day, it does kind of start to lose meaning a little bit.
Yeah,
and
you can even hear her kind of forcing it during the President Pomni section.
Yeah, exactly. Amanda Hufford's very good at that. Even in episode 2, it goes as far back as that. Like, look, Pomni, we're already making friends with the princess.
I'm not a child. You don't have to hype me up.
But
I've had that reaction so many times as an adult.
Yeah.
but gosh, like when we like actually get to delve deeper into like why she does that, even though like worse stuff happens to other characters, Ragatha is the character I feel the most bad for.
Right.
I want her to like do better when it comes to being genuine with people and not being as worried about how others perceive her. But like that is such a real feeling of like self-doubt, especially with like the way she grew up.
Yeah, and when you get to the finale, it all makes sense.
Oh god, yeah, especially the looks that Ragatha gave in the bar scene when Jax is like, talk about a budding friendship. And you're like, oh, it has such a different meaning when you know what happened to Jax's last friend. And
Yeah, but we'll get there when we get there.
then Ragatha.
Anything else you want to say about this, particularly the final scene, which has not one but two hints of foreshadowing?
But so this was the first time we got to see the father-daughter relationship blossom more between Kinger and Ragatha. It's I've seen a lot of people refer to this and also the earlier scene with Zubul and Gangle as a quote-unquote therapy talk. And I understand that some people don't like having feelings explicitly laid out like that. But I'm fine with it here because, like, these characters need therapy. Let's be real.
Yeah, they do.
And it's like genuine, like the way it's written feels so genuine, and like it's the kind of words that I think a lot of people need to hear, myself included. Like, you shouldn't beat yourself up. Like, giving someone space is not the same as giving up on them. Sometimes people just need space, and that's okay. And having it all undercut by Bubble was the best way that scene could have ended.
Oh, I love Kane kind of making fun of Marvel speak. Like, I'm right behind you, aren't I?
Yes, or I think you said Kane again. You meant Kinger.
Yes, I did. Too many
Cards.
consonants.
Well, start with a cuss. So, but yes, they have that, and then the final scene, the award scene, has two key elements of foreshadowing. The first is Jax.
Oh boy, I really wish that there was some sort of award that, like with the Annies, I kind of wish that they could extend the voice acting award to like web series as well, because like especially Michael and Lizzie, like from this episode, they deserve like recognition for how hard they went on the emotion.
Do the Webbies give that voice acting?
I don't think so.
Well, they should.
Dang, they should, especially now.
Yeah, because Jax's performance was incredible. It's hard to believe he's vegan.
I know, right?
Yes. And then the second one is the first time we see Kane glitch.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
He didn't get he didn't get a single vote in the favorite character awards.
Now I'm curious, because I've been watching this series like religiously up to this point, like and keeping up with all the updates. Did you know that there were like actual character awards leading up to this part, and with and like let me pull up an image for you guys because it ended up being a joke for this episode that Ming ended up winning, which is one of the best like undercuts they could have possibly done there. But let me pull up the image real quick because this is significant. There was a whole website dedicated to each of the characters, like quote unquote campaigning for themselves and like giving messages like, well, you should vote for me as the favorite character. And these were the results. Jax won by 6 votes.
Wow.
Over Pomni. That's how neck and neck it was.
Kane
and also
had a pretty decent showing too.
Oh yeah. And fittingly Kane got the least amount of votes, which I think kind of adds to his crashing out arc.
Yeah, that's pretty convincing.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, Jax, that's pretty nice. Yeah. Especially knowing where he ends up.
Yeah,
for sure.
By the way, during his tirade against Pomni, he sarcastically refers to himself as a chicken fetus in an egg.
Oof.
If you know what that means, you know what that means. And episode 9 only confirms it. Just saying. The seeds
how
were
did
there.
We not know, man? How did we not know?
The seeds were there, man.
So yeah. Also, one of these days I might see about getting us to, if we talk about more anime in the future. Right now I'm watching Re:Zero, and I was because my roommate loves that anime, and he was like, yeah, when that panic attack scene happened of Jax turning on the sink and like him hyperventilating, that was, to me, that read as a direct callback to a similar scene that happened in Re:Zero of the main character like freaking out and turning the sink on in order to like mask the noise going on in his head. So once again, we got another realistic depiction of a panic attack in animation.
Yeah.
I think this one should go up on the A ranking of the tier list because it's becoming a genuine tier list at this point.
I don't know why you would want to compare panic attacks, but go for it.
Some people, so there are videos that literally have. I'm not exactly big.
Yeah. I love of two little jokes in the last couple minutes. One is the return of disappearing guy. So, and the other being Zubul getting drunk off of the stupid sauce.
And
They
they even
the
asked
award for biggest potty mouth.
they even asked Ragged the early, you got any of that stupid sauce left?
I love it.
This is my face is just marijuana.
Oh no. Kane's first crash out was after Zubul told him what they really wanted.
No way. Are we finally gonna have this conversation?
And then Jax makes the same face that Squidward made when Sandy said that SpongeBob was missing.
What? Something about that face.
Number 7, beach episode. Despite the innocuous title and setup, I kept thinking watching it, okay, this is usually the part of the story where the twist kicks in. So what's the catch?
Oh, for sure.
Yep. Well, to answer that, let me consult the Chinese room.
Right, but yeah, I was like, okay, this is how they did in Infinity Train. This is how they did it in Madoka. This is usually about the part where something happens.
Oh yeah. Also, that Chinese room, funnily enough, was another foreshadowing of Kinger's coding background because that is like a real thing in computer science. The idea of the Chinese room.
Yeah, I've seen a video explaining what the Chinese room paradox is, and every single comment is referencing ADC.
Yes.
I feel kind of bad for that person. Like at this, on the one hand, they are getting traction on their video, but on the other hand, I get the idea of like, okay, thanks for the digital circus references, guys. Could you talk about the actual video now?
Right. The short explanation is that the computers doesn't have a soul.
Yes.
Even though it tries to explain it or go about it, it doesn't. It can't have a soul.
Yeah, but I love Kane's laugh when he gets the response back.
Yes, there's something so digital about it.
Also, it has the best character in the whole show, Zach Cato.
Yes. The fish.
Yeah.
Hey there.
If you want my sunken treasure,
you're gonna have to do better than that.
Yeah.
I guess I think he's credited as just like the yellow fish in.
I call him Zach Cato Fish.
Zach Cattlefish paired up with Sir Palo Fish. Oh, so it's crappy looking fish red and crappy looking fish orange. Do you guys know what they're those are direct references to something? Do you know what they are?
Smiling friends.
So there's a bit on Oni Plays where Zach, who voices the fish, tells Lyle and Chris about a religious CG cartoon called Gaither's Pond. And the way it's animated is very similar to how the fish are in this episode. Like the very low polygon, like squash and stretch constantly at like the tiniest of movements. It's a very trippy sight to behold. I'll leave a link to that for you guys to look at later.
Love that. Love the blending of art styles. Very, very reminiscent of Smiling Friends.
But yeah, like this is
fun. Yes, I've heard of that. It somehow has Chris Daughtry in it.
It is nauseating visuals to look at because they try to put the faces of the voice actors like on the actual character models,
Like
and it's
Shark Tale style.
Yes, it's fucking creepy.
Cars did a variant of it. They didn't put the faces on; they just modeled it after them.
Right.
Gotcha.
Like they have
one that tells lies.
Yeah, like Val Kilmer's mustache is just imposed on Chick, and Luigi, his voice actor, has the little mustache, but that's different. They don't superimpose the face; they make one that looks like it.
Yeah. Not a whole lot of other beach stuff in this, so I just have to shout out the return of the sun.
Oh yeah. I forgot to mention this earlier. Gooseworx did confirm that the son, Peyton Goodwin, is voiced by her sister.
Nice.
So that's fun. That's a kind of nepotism that I find wholesome.
Yep, you get the mannequin, the so-called leader of this, who's throwing in the wrench. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is the twist.
And it was something hinted at, especially at the end of episode 5, because with the way the lighting was, you think, oh, is that disappearing guy again? But they didn't disappear. You're like, oh, what's this gonna lead up to?
So you get the cues, you get the keys, and you get the setup that gives them the chance at escape.
Right after Jack's
dropped the escape plot line by episode 3, so you didn't think that they would actually be going back to it.
Right after Jax's almost abstraction.
Right.
Crazy visuals there. Like, apparently that was animated at 120 frames per second, which is why it looks so uncanny.
Yeah.
Yeah, tracks.
And so also we get my favorite Pomni face in this, when Jax is like, has anyone tried just, and he opens the door immediately and the mannequin runs out and Pomni just like looks so disgruntled at the screen, like, oh my god, we spent hours on this.
Yeah. Also Jax's final choice makes a lot of sense with the finale. If you know, you know.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So this is another really cool idea for foreshadowing.
One could make the argument that maybe Kane influenced him to do it somewhat, but that's I think that's kind of left a little ambiguous, how much influence Kane had in that moment in particular.
Right, but again, remember, there is no exit. That's another influence on here. No exit.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh man, just thinking, I was really wanting to believe in Abel, which, by the way, I love that he was trying to sound cool with that name, but the character's like, is that your actual name? No, I thought it would be funny, or I thought it would be cool. But I saw a crowd reaction to that shot, and everyone was like, when he said, "I am Abel," everyone was like, "Yeah!" And then the characters are just standing there silently, not having the same reason. That was very funny to me.
Yeah, I just thought it sounded cool.
But I really wanted to believe him. I wanted to believe that some more was happening. So I was kind of right there with the characters, feeling as betrayed as them when Kane like popped out, like keyframed into the shot without any animation on him. Congratulations, my cattywampus cucumbers! God, and
twist for the episode that there was no exit and Kane has no limits to how he can fool you.
I made it take you to Shrimp Town. Yeah, I was gonna take you to Shrimp Town.
By the way, do I get a raise?
Oh, you're getting too smart. Time to delete. It was just a picture of a hot dog.
Yeah.
You think it's gonna be like his wife or something?
It's literally Kane killing Abel.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! I didn't even think of that.
That goes hard.
Yeah.
Wow,
That's probably what
that's
that might be what CNA stands for too.
Right, I'm
Probably.
just now making that connection. Wow.
And that's why Kane is so obsessed with B's, because that's the letter that comes in between CNA.
Oh yeah. But yeah,
favorite line delivery of this has to be Jax's final crash out of like the maniacal laughing towards the end, like that felt like so real. Like I can only imagine like how sweaty that he got in the booth, like trying to go through the takes, like getting the right one for that, because laughing is hard. I can attest to that when you're recording stuff.
Right.
yeah.
This is also the episode where the credits music gained its reputation as the pinnacle of emotional dissonance.
Yes.
The My Little Pony theme had something similar in the two-parters. They would always come after that, but yeah, I get it. It's like we
Yeah,
just saw the
it's
most
like-
dramatic thing ever, and you're playing something like that beat.
Like
The best way to
ADC
describe this
traumatizes
episode.
you beyond belief. Music. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
The saxophone going crazy. The best way, the best sentence to describe this episode is saying, Gooseworx comes in to debunk all of your fan theories, does not elaborate, leaves.
Yes.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then we have two episodes left.
Yep. Episode 8. His Shakuldaful.
I can't.
Yes,
wow,
I think-
I can begin to pronounce that.
Yeah.
I think since
I
this
just call
is
it keyboard smash.
Is there a cipher here like in Gravity Falls?
No, it's just the middle row of the keyboard. with your hands in the
Oh,
starting position and just mashing.
oh, I see it.
Oh, nice.
I see it now.
I think this might be my favorite episode.
Yeah.
And it is entirely because of all of the Kane scenes.
Oh
Every
yeah, he
single
gets that. He gets a banger musical number.
I'm surprised I didn't consider that as a possibility up to now. Like I always assumed the songs would be kept exclusive to the advertisement spots, but no, like Alex absolutely killed it there, and seeing it turn into this big band Broadway style dance sequence, and everybody being really uncomfortable the whole time because you can tell their bodies aren't in control while they're being forced to dance. It was such a It's a very fun, but at the same time, creepy way to get across the fact that Kane in this world is a god, and he's no
Reminds me of
longer being
Voltaire,
bound.
actually.
Sorry, say that again.
The song reminds me of something Voltaire would do, actually.
I can
Oh,
see
sorry.
that.
What's Voltaire? What's Voltaire from?
He sang the Brain song for Billy and Mandy.
Ah,
That's
gotcha.
but that's kind of his brand.
And we were talking about plenty of inspirations leading up to this, but now we can finally talk about the most blatant one of them all, to the point where it even got name dropped in the song. How familiar are you guys with "I Have No Mouth" and "I
I've
Miss
read the
Kane"?
story many times.
I love that short story so much, and the fact that it is a direct inspiration of the most popular indie series of all time is really cool to me. Kane is the perfect yin to Am's yang, whereas they Am hates humans, but Kane loves humans, and that is the dichotomy of how they react to situations of not being in control, and just Am just wants to be human, but Kane just wants to be loved, and it is very very tragic how that came to be. That abstract sequence at the beginning of how Kane's AI overtook the Blue Able AI was a very very cool and creative way to get that across with zero words. It felt like something you would see out of animation versus geometry or something.
Right.
And we finally got to see Queenie as well at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Queen.
Kinger's beloved wife, and then that hard cut to her being abstracted was such a heartbreaker, man. Oh my god. And the Kinger just wandering the halls for who knows how long, the very discordant somber music playing again that adds so much to how strong of a mind he has, and the fact that he's been there for so long. Mad respect for him for being able to keep up with that insanity, where so many other people would have easily just gone to pieces.
Right. Well, it's hinted that, not even hinted, it's obvious he is starting to lose his mind at that point, because he can't even remember his own name until Kane brings it up.
Mm-hmm. Because it's been so long since he's talked to anybody that he's had no reason to even use his name. Which
Right.
God, that's so sad. I never considered the fact that Ragatha would have been the next person of the group, the second longest in there. But it makes sense looking back on it now, especially that one joke from where they're talking about Breaking Bad and how Ragatha's I don't know what they're referencing.
It's
That's how
possible
long she's been
she
in there.
entered in before Breaking Bad even aired, so
Yeah, exactly. That's how I choose to interpret that moment.
That's fair.
right.
Yeah. So yeah, and it was really cool, seeing everybody come together for real. Okay, this is no longer an adventure by Kane. We're actually banding together this time to figure out how to deal with this. The fact that he's just literally torturing us, even to the point where they make a. Did you guys notice that when Pomni had the knives all over her, it was a direct reference to the very first teaser trailer ever made for Digital Circus, announcing the
Yes, I
existence
did.
of it.
I did.
Oh,
I've seen videos playing those scenes side by side.
the fact that that joke was like such a long callback in the making. My God, that's just such an amazing thing to me. And the
Yeah.
knives were in the exact same position too, so you know it was on purpose.
Oh, are you
Yes.
okay? I'm fine.
Yeah, it gives you this really big cliffhanger that makes you beg for the next episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about the torture scene. So first off, Pomni figuring out that the best way to distract Kane was to like make him crash out even more. Like that was a brilliant moment on her part, and you could see. I like how you saw a little eye twitch on her where as she was complaining, because you could begin to tell that, oh, like even though she's like playing this up for a distraction, you could tell that she's also like the things she's complaining about and venting are real to an extent as well. It's like, you don't care about us at all. And like, this is kind of the way for everybody to like finally let everything loose.
Right.
And then, oh, like, I think the torture scenes picked for every character were pretty perfect, going through them one by one. I've seen some people complain about Pomni's that it doesn't make sense for it to be Gummy Goo, but to me it does, because like out of everybody she has like the least amount of trauma outside of the circus, and the significance of Gummy Goo being there is that it was the first time that she like felt a loss of control in her destiny and like the effect that she could have on others, and like that is a thing that weighs on her heavily, that it was the one character that she wasn't able to fully help, and because like she's such a empathetic person, I think that's why that was chosen for her. And with everybody else, I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Mm-hmm. I gotta say, Kane's line just saying, "Where's Kinger?" genuinely sent chills down my spine.
Love that. I love that switch up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they caught him.
And then, of course, the way that it
Because
all...
most cartoons, it would be that, oh, he's being stupid. Like, if I didn't know any better, I'd think, you guys are throwing a party for me. But no, it was actually, like, dead serious. Like, I know what you guys are doing.
Right.
Sorry, continue.
That resolution, I guess you would call it.
Mm-hmm.
And the way it just ends in total silence with the one uncensored swear from a non-Kane character. Before going back to that happy music.
Yes.
I was
funny,
actually... When I saw this in the
watched-
theater, I was actually tempted to just have that music cued so that when episode 8 ended, I could just play it.
It's fun because I was watching the whole show in preparation for it. I watched episode 8 right as I was about to go to the theater, and then they played it, and I'm like, well, shoot.
Oh yeah, now we can finally talk about the stuff leading up to it. So, we all saw Digital Circus Last Act in theaters, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, the build up to it was very interesting. I'm going to ignore all the drama surrounding it because, oh my God, I don't have time to dip my toes into that bog. But I loved the idea of getting to see the final episode in theaters, because like even episode 8 itself, like to me, the animation in it is so good that it feels like cinema quality, in my opinion. And seeing it on the big screen had to have been like a very validating moment for everybody's careers, like seeing them all on the red carpet and stuff. And we got that. Funnily enough, the hardest I laughed in the whole thing was at the very beginning with the Zach Hadel fish like popping up on the screen to tell us about spoilers.
Yeah.
It was all downhill from there when it came to like levity, let's say.
Yeah. I thought the recap was pretty funny, hearing it all from Kane's perspective.
Yeah.
That's it. You're now being caught up to something that's been public for 6 months.
Yeah. Yeah, they had all the advertising around there. The show's ad campaign is genius, by the way.
Oh, every time they do a plushie video, it makes me so happy. And they get so many fun guests in there too, like Max Mofo as the merchandise making machine. Hello, I'm here to create anything beyond your wildest dreams. And all the like mini animations that we got too of my personal favorite being what we see where Kinger's mind goes to whenever he goes crazy. He thinks about being with his wife, and that is so sweet. And then it cut to Jax putting like a mashed potato beard on him. He's like, "What? He likes it? Oh yeah, sure, Jack. Go ahead." So if anything, like he and Kinger got along the most before Pomni came in, because Kinger just does not care.
Yeah.
And what were you guys' favorite ads in the campaign?
I like the Major General one. Was this the one where they sang about the plushies of the tuna Major General?
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah. That one.
Pomni just sang the ingredients to Orbs Man shampoo.
Yeah.
That was very fun indeed.
I guess it's just because I like Modern Major General.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a classic.
And Kinger singing like Sinatra.
Yeah.
And I actually liked the the actual advertisement, like the Gummy Goo keychain in all his non-edible glory, perfect for not eating.
Yeah, no, I think that people kind of underestimate how important merchandise is sometimes to a series being as successful as it is, especially in the case of Glitch.
Thundercats got canceled.
Yeah, and the reason Thundercats got canceled, you said?
Oh.
Yeah, Thundercats and Symbiotic Titan.
Sure.
But yeah, there are a bunch of other great ones as well. I think the award for most aura has to go to Kane's Requiem. We get the classic villain reprise song. And have you guys seen there's a really good animation somebody made of it. And it's a direct callback to I have no mouth and I must scream. Somebody like animating Kane to that song with Kinger being the focal point of the terror, and it was so good that this person like got hired by Glitch as a full-time animator, because it says in their description, currently working at Glitch.
Nice.
Wow, nice.
So good for them.
Yeah. But so yes, we got this, and so we're ready to talk about the big one.
It is time for the last act.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is. Now up to this point, it has very much been a ensemble cast, like we talked about. Everyone's getting a little bit of love and attention. Everyone's like sort of figured out their arcs, like up to this point. Like they've kind of like gotten the help they need, with the exception of Jax, and that's where it does become the Jax show here for a little bit, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
Some people weren't okay with it, but I feel like a lot of the naysayers and the reviews on Letterboxd either didn't know what a character study was, or just didn't know how the foreshadowing in the show worked.
Right.
Like everything has been building up to this pretty blatantly.
Yeah, I called every twist in this episode except one, and we'll get there when we get there. And Jax abstracting was the twist I called.
Yeah, it was very, very interesting the way that they handled that. So first of all, it was so heartbreaking seeing everybody's cold and just like breaking down existential dread to the twist that a lot of people like fan theorized, the Soma theory, that everybody they're not actually humans. They are brain scans of the actual people in real life.
Yeah, game theory called it about a year before they said it.
Mm-hmm. And even the character's like, I think a part of me has always known, but it still hurts. Oh
Yeah.
my god, that line kills me.
Play called No Exit, where the people are trapped and they realize they're in hell the whole time, and the idea is hell is other people because their desires offset each other. That's kind of where I thought that was going.
So rough, man. And meanwhile, you got Kinger, who's just like kind of taking it in stride because he's been there longer than everyone, and like it's an immediate like back to business for him. Like he's getting ready to like fix up the circus, and He has a very lovely talk with Pomni about how she is the heart of the group, and he does a great job putting into perspective that, look, you were a nervous wreck when you first came in here, but nobody has adapted to the circus as quickly as you. And like for some people, like it took literal months, but with you, it was less than a week. And like that's a great acknowledgement of how drastic Pomni's character development was. Like she is a completely different person in episode 1 compared to even episode 3 and 4.
Yeah, for sure.
And so it was a very lovely montage playing of the rest of the circus members slowly getting prepared to like make the best of their situation, come together as a group.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the inevitable happens. They stick to the tradition of not showing what abstraction looks like, and I'm fine with that because
Leaves it to your imagination. We gotta keep some things open ended.
yes, and it adds to the tragedy as well of like how it probably feels in real life, a similar situation of like, oh man, like how I didn't see this coming. Like I could I have prevented this? Could I have done more? And but I don't necessarily blame Pomni for not reaching back out to Jax because oh my god, because like he has been given so many opportunities to reach out and like get help, but like the fact that he turned it down every single time, I don't blame Pomni for just like being tired and like forgetting for a moment how bad loneliness can get, and so because of that, she's like, okay, I gotta fix it. I gotta make this right. We gotta like, even though we can't save him, we gotta like help make him feel comfortable. We gotta like figure out what Jax's deal is.
Right.
And,
And she knows
but right
she knows it's possible because of what Kinger had told her in episode 3.
Mm-hmm. And before that, we get the scene that almost broke me. The that super long hug between Pomni and Ragatha. Like that made my heart skip a beat, man. It was so awesome seeing their friendship be so beautiful in that moment. And I don't blame any Ragapom shippers out there who use that as fuel for their fan art. I don't blame them. Now then, it's time to get to the abstraction exploration.
Yes. So,
Okay, so
yeah.
Where to start, man?
I guess starting from the caricatures of the characters that he has in his mind.
It was all like the most twisted sides of his personality,
Right.
like showing up full force, like his sociopathy, his libido, and his terroristic Looney Tunes side.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Looney Tunes section had me rolling.
Yeah.
It was fun fact if you listen to it in the Russian dub, when Zubul falls off the cliff, the voice actress does a goofy holler like yahoo!
Nice.
Awesome.
I gotta give a shout out to a bunch of that's another reason this show is so big is because of the fact that it's dubbed in so many languages. It makes it kind of a universal experience that anybody can get into. My personal favorite languages would be the German and Spanish dubs.
No, and yes, in case you're wondering, people overseas have the sub versus dub argument as well.
Of course they do.
That's great.
Yeah, I think the most twisted version was Gangle setting up Zubul's funeral, and just Jax going like all Predator on her.
Oh, it made me my skin crawl,
that was
man.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah.
While he's wearing the maid outfit.
Yeah.
I'm doing it ironically. That he says a slur.
Yeah.
But it's okay because he's that was a villain.
Yeah, I will admit I did kind of roll my eyes at Pomni saying, "I can fix you." Like,
Right.
I think well
Tuesday.
That old
that's I think that's
chestnut.
okay because that was the mind version of Pomni. It wasn't like the real Pomni saying it.
Yeah.
I guess. It was kind of hard to tell in the moment because, it's Pomni looking at herself.
Yeah, it was confusing for me as well the first time, but then I rewatched it and it was more clear to me.
Yeah, the one thing that kind of dropped for me as I saw through Discord is you might want to avoid watching Isn't She Lovely on YouTube for the moment.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That was the closest I came to getting spoiled.
The closest
No
I
kidding.
came was knowing that someone abstracted and just logically piecing together that it was Jax.
I
Again,
mean,
I
it
actually
was-
I
I feel
actually
like
didn't
I-
have a single
I probably would have figured that out on my own anyway.
I
Yeah,
managed
I
to
mean,
go
it
into
was
this
one
thing
of the
completely
story
spoiler
why
free.
he
I'm
was
proud of
actually
myself.
distracted.
Nice.
I was like, but I like that song.
Yeah, well, it's ruined forever now because you're only ever going to see Digital Circus fans comment on the song.
Ruined. It's enhanced, man.
Yeah,
I guess it
but,
depends on who you ask.
but they're doing,
Yeah.
and they had Jack's perma abstracts, and it's very sad to think that. But yeah, some people beyond help. The one twist I did not call, the one I didn't know if was going, Kane's Reformation.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
I audibly gasped in the theater when I saw him again.
Yeah. Everyone
That
in my theater
was
did.
a very that was like really a surprise but a pleasant one because like of all the characters I do consider Kane the most like tragic because like it like he didn't ask to be made, like he's only doing what he was designed to do, and like seeing him like get the chance to learn from that and getting slowly be ingratiated back into the group, like not as the dungeon master, but like as an equal among them, and like everybody getting their chance to like sort of like dictate the adventures a little bit.
Right, we're gonna do what you want to do now.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna keep up. I'm gonna keep all the worlds open, and you can like do as you please. And we're gonna make it. Essentially, the digital circus kind of became like heaven at that point because
Right,
like
it was hell.
Mhm.
Now they're making heaven.
and but now we definitely gotta talk about all the scenes with Ribbit and Kaufmo now.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, Ribbit. That's pretty brutal. She was alluded to before, but her and Jax hearing that and the story of his isolation, and you learn why he's here and why he didn't really want to go back.
So, I real quick, the main thing I want to say is, somebody on Twitter made a whole thread like a few months ago, being like, okay, Aaron Hansen is gonna be the voice of Kaufmo, and here's how I know that, and they like went over a bunch of theories they had, like Aaron is following literally everybody in the glitch casting crew. He retweeted this post. If you can hear in the ad Kaufmo talk for a little bit when they all turn into minifigures, like, hey guys, and like it sort of sounds close to Aaron, like I just can't prove it. But then the actual episode came out and it was Aaron, and the person quote retweeted their thread with the Jack scene of being like, I was right, and like laughing maniacally. It's like I can't believe I was actually right.
Wow.
So shout out to that person.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, it threw me for a loop hearing Kaufmo's voice for the first time.
Yeah.
Like all the fan voices like made him sound like oh, I'm a clown, but then you remember, oh wait, no, this makes a lot more sense because these are all just normal people that got put into silly cartoon bodies.
Pomni's a clown. She doesn't sound like that.
Yeah, exactly.
The only
The
one,
weird
the only
clown
one
jester
who,
thing.
like the only one who like fits the stereotype of what they look like is Bazooble.
Yeah.
And with Gangle, it's like clearly meant to be like an avatar gimmick thing of like her like sounding crying the whole time. And with Kinger, he sounds like that because he's actually crazy.
Yeah, I think the implication is given by Jax's introduction is that you don't control how you look in this world.
Right. I look stupid.
Everyone does.
And man, it was part of me wants to see a spin-off of that trio, man. Because like we saw so little of them, but oh my god, Jax, Ribbon, and Kaufmo have so much chemistry together. It's such
Yeah.
it's so sad that we're not going to see more of that.
Right. They had to do things, and also Jax's arc is pretty relatable if you've been in that situation. I think a lot of us have.
Oh yeah,
We've all dealt with
that was
rejection, isolation, and worrying about opening ourselves up too much.
right. I got I've seen people on Twitter be like, "Okay, congratulations, Mordecai. You're no longer considered the biggest fumbler in animation."
Oh Lord.
Yeah, but God, it's one of those things where you don't get it twisted. It is not. You are not meant to forgive Jax. Like what he did was still terrible, but it is like meant to be a way to like give you more sympathy like towards him and like understand
It's a
Gotta go,
cautionary
not-
tale.
Yes, about letting yourself go too far.
and like why it's important to like open yourself up to people. So, and gosh, oh man, I like that he didn't get healed fully like because I feel like that would have taken away the weight of the abstraction as a concept, but at the same time I think they leave it open-ended enough, especially with how like we have full control over this world now, that it gives me the impression that there is a possibility that somewhere out there eventually after enough time has passed that they'll figure out a way to uncorrupt files, perhaps like putting them back to a previous save state, or like maybe scrubbing the virus clean from them, and they might have like some little abstraction scarring on them still. Kind of like in Steven Universe, when broken, shattered gems are like fused back together, you could see like their forms are like a little bit messed up. I've seen fan art of that, and it's a pretty cool concept to me.
That is
But
an interesting idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you
Of
get
course.
and then special scenes where they're all real people and they're all doing fine.
I particularly like the scene where they like relocated the abstracted characters to like the equivalent of fish tanks or aquariums, and you see Pomni looking at a group of three. It's not hard to make the connection.
Aw.
Right.
But of course, that whole inner abstraction scene leads to quite possibly the biggest reveal, one that some fans are still having trouble grasping with, which is Jax is a girl?
What?
Kinda, sorta, yeah. It's the whole Dumbledore is gay situation.
Right.
Yeah, I think the fact that it's made by a trans creator lends more credence to that.
It lends
And
more
I'll-
credence to it, but I still feel like there's nothing in the text to confirm or deny it, so it's up to interpretation.
Did you guys see the art that Gooseworx posted on Blue Sky of Jax's trans femme design?
Yes.
Yeah.
And do you guys mind if I read out the thought bubble real quick on there?
Go for it.
Man, I'm so glad I didn't make that moment in Ribbit's room weird and push them to suicide. I'm also glad Pomni fits so well in the friend group. She and Ribbit feel like they were destined to fuck each other's brains out.
Oh. That's such a
Yeah.
Jax thing.
Yeah, that's Gooseworx for you.
Yay.
Yeah. And I interpret that "isn't she lovely" bit as more confirmation, because one of the lines is less than 1 minute old.
Yeah.
Like, it's
She
been
finally
less
cracked
than a
out of her
minute
shell.
that the egg cracked, and she's like fully accepting herself now that she's got nothing left to lose.
In context, it's about the birth of his child in the original.
Right.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. And God, yeah, it makes that final line from Jax all the more heartbreaking. I don't want to go. It gave me Doctor Who vibes with like how much emotion.
Yeah,
was
exactly.
behind it.
That's exactly what I thought of.
Yeah, yeah, man, a culture I see.
And I like the final shot as it's zooming out. You see all the circus members eating at a round table. In
Yes.
contrast to the first episode where they're all on the same side of a rectangular table.
Yeah, it adds to the fact that there's more community now between them, and I like how they Gangle was eating a Spudsies dinner, and Jax Kinger just had a plate full of mashed potatoes.
Hmm. I love
And
how
the,
Zubul
Of course,
ended up
and
opening their own bar.
stinger in the after credits.
yeah,
And then, of course, there's the stinger, the after credits scene. It shows even though all that stuff went on in the game, in real life, they're just total strangers.
Yeah,
yeah. Who
just
knows?
living their
Maybe
own
They
they'll.
lives.
don't in the slightest.
Yeah.
You never. They might strike up conversation with each other in that bus. You never know.
Yeah, I could hear
Yeah.
people in my theater getting emotional at the end and then just bursting out laughing when that credits theme kicked in.
Yeah.
But it's an extended version.
Same.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it confirms that Ab's tragedy is canon. Yes.
It's beautiful. It's lovely. I'm so glad this movie came out in Pride Month.
Right.
So also they they confirmed that they killed the Zach Adelfish, which is so sad after that like monologue he had about I saw blackness, guys. I don't think God wants me.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. I love that brief little Christmas scene with a Kinger dressed as Santa.
Yeah, it's so fitting.
Mm-hmm.
I also saw somebody point out something with the beach one, the position of Ragatha's like falling into the pond, but Peter's like, wait a minute, the way that she's falling in there, her legs are first and like her face is going up. The only way that'd be possible is if Pomni was like carrying her wedding style and threw her in there. If you're like, yes, more Ragapom fuel.
Yeah.
My personal favorite slide has to be them as a rock band. It was cool seeing Pomni try to learn to play the piano. I see it as like trying to honor Jax in a way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like the Ragatha like killing it with the punk rock outfit.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
It was a good way to
Ragaba's a lot of good looks in this.
Yeah, and we know from episode 6 that Gangle's got pipes.
Yeah. It's I would love to see them like make an album in the future, like just all maybe the voice actors getting together for fun and doing cover songs together.
I'd be
'Cause, I mean,
surprised if they did do that, knowing how Glitch is with their merch.
I mean, shit, like they get together constantly to stream video games. A lot of infamous moments like with Peak and Left 4 Dead. And,
Yeah, I'm glad they're friends actually off the set. You don't hear a lot about that.
Right.
My favorite thing about it is that whenever Michael or Amanda are playing games, they're the exact opposite of how their characters are in the show. Like Michael is like the most helpful and like tries to like keep things on track. Meanwhile, Amanda will like try to mess things up as much as possible and be an absolute menace to everybody.
Oh, it's like their
yeah.
evil counterparts.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much, yeah. Of course, they could just be play acting for the bit.
Possibly, but that could also lend credence to that of them being just like really good friends, that they're willing to mess with each other like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Amazing Digital Circus, kind of a watershed moment for animation in this decade.
Tell me about
For
it.
sure.
It really gives you the idea that anyone can do anything. If you're just a rando online and can make the biggest indie show of recent memory, what can't you do?
Right.
I just gotta commend the rewatchability of this series.
Oh, for
As
sure.
I've seen every episode multiple times, and they never get old.
Same. I saw the whole thing leading up to the release in theaters to get through, and I still picked up new details. There's always a backgrounder event or a throwaway line that comes back.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not going to be for everyone. It has a very specific style of humor that not everybody gets behind. Like there's like the quote unquote glitch coded style of humor, but like, then again, it's like most prevalent in the first half of the show. After that, it gets a lot more dramatic and character exploring. So if that's something that doesn't vibe with you, I think I suggest like sticking with it and like giving the rest of the show a chance. I promise it is leading to somewhere. People who are when the show leaked and people were like, "Oh, this is the worst ending ever." I feel, "Oh, you Glitch fans are so stupid." And then it actually came out and everyone was like, "That ending was perfectly fine. You guys are crazy."
Yeah, it's all about the build up. Again, how you click with the ending is how you click with the characters and felt like you knew how this was going to go.
Right.
But yeah, really glad I gave this a chance, and it's a pretty worthy addition to our podcast.
Yeah, this was,
yes, I'm so happy to talk about it with you guys.
Yeah, this was great. All right.
Any closing thoughts, like, or any like final like things we could think of that we might have missed?
I think I covered all my bases. That's pretty much what I wanted to say about the show, just
Okay.
how it did foreshadowing.
I thought Kane and Jax's dinner scene was hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, what are your thoughts on cedar smoked salmon?
I cedar smoked salmon, but I hardly know where smoked salmon.
Yeah, it's great. And I also want to give props to like it is so hard to end a show and keep the fan base alive afterwards. The way that this show ended is perfect for fan fiction fuel. They like unleashed the gates for like so many possible new stories for fans to tell, like new comics, new animations, new audio dramas, and especially like delving into the idea of like abstraction therapy, like leaving that to the fans to figure out. And Gooseworx has said that even though there won't be a season 2 necessarily, this isn't the last we'll see of the Digital Circus characters. Like, it won't be ran by her necessarily, but like other people will be like directing shorts and ads and whatnot.
I wonder if we'll ever get a Glitch Avengers sort of way to
a
continue on.
crossover event. That'd be wild.
Yeah, sort of way to
Oh man,
continue.
that would be so sad. Of like Pomni meets N, and like N's talking, and Pomni's like, "Huh, you sound kind of familiar," and like she starts to break down a little bit because N and Jax have the same voice actor.
Yes.
But yeah. So hey, Glitch, if you ever decide to do that, put that one in theaters too. People will go out to see it because Digital Circus made like $30 million, which is
It
insane.
exceeded even my expectations. I was tracking 10 million at best.
Yeah, I saw mine at a half full theater in an abandoned mall. So people are flocking.
It's one thing for Backrooms to be doing as well as it is, like a standalone horror film that's had a bunch of build up to it on the internet. The fact that the final episode of a series is making this much money, like, it's not newcomer friendly. You would have to like watch the show in order to like be able to understand anything that's going on. The fact that that's doing so well is unbelievable to me.
I've seen some commentary from people who saw the last episode without having seen anything else. And,
oh yeah, there's one. Sorry, no, you finish.
And they could pick it up pretty easily from context clues, and they were satisfied.
Yeah, I'm just glad that even if they didn't see the rest of the show, they were at least able to hear Alex Roshan's iconic human crash out.
Yeah,
I've seen so many meme variations on that damn scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's with this, it's like I'm so happy for what this has done for indie animation, putting it more in the limelight and making people take it more seriously as a like cultural phenomenon that can stand toe to toe with other series, like other important anime and like shows out there backed by major studios. It's inspiring to say the least.
Mm-hmm. And before anyone gets on our case for that, yes, Glitch is still indie. They don't have a parent company. That's the qualification.
Yeah, I've seen some people compare, like, if it was in the video game space, they compare Glitch to like AA companies. I could sort of see that like,
yeah, they're like they're kind of like Neon or A24. They do their own work. They aren't distributed by anyone, so they do their own stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm just I'm so excited to see what Glitch does next. Gaslight District, Knights of Guinevere, Gameoverse, like it all looks like really exciting stuff. And
Lackadaisy switch to Glitch.
Yes, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. There's a lot to look forward to, and I'm glad that I think they made the right decision focusing on getting Digital Circus finished before focusing on the other shows, because of like not only how big it is, but because people like would be chomping at the bit to see that ending for a while.
Oh yeah.
So, and it's here, and needless to say, I'm satisfied. Not everybody is, but I'm very satisfied with how it ended.
So was I.
Even as I was able to call everything, I was like, okay, that makes sense. I'm glad I called it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what would be the best way to what's the best quote for us to end this thing?
Well, I'm gonna go drink water. It's been a while since I've done that.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's perfect.
That's right.
Later. Bye.